join me and support me as we now bring on our Progressive Young Liberals Chairman, Barry Griffin.
PLP! I need y'all to do better than that. PLP! PLP! My PLP family, it's been 15 months since I first took up the mantle of leadership of the Progressive Young Liberals. We have been reconstituting, reviving, and energizing ourselves as a major political force in the Bahamas. PYL is on its feet. Our sleeves are rolled up, and we are working. Up until now, we haven't been loud because we have been on the ground, listening to young people, helping the vulnerable, and training the next generation of young progressive activists. In May 2017, Bahamians voted for change. Fundamental and profound change. Bahamians were so desperate for change that they took a risk with a party that had spent the previous 5 years locked in bitter internal battles. A party that was willing to say anything to win an election. Sadly, Bahamians are now paying a very high price for taking that risk. The utter incompetence, arrogance, indifference, and greed we see coming out of this F&M administration is not the change that Bahamians voted for. It's the people's time. What a cruel punchline to a sick joke. But PLPs, as President Obama's Chief of Staff has said, you never let a serious crisis go to waste. It's an opportunity to do the things that were once improbable. Like most young people, I have a distaste for the state of politics in our country. But also, like most young people, I have big ambitions for our country to be better than it is. And so, I find myself charged with leadership. PLPs, our mission was conceived in crisis and born in a time when basic freedoms and opportunities were denied to the majority of Bahamians. My PLP family, that same radical spirit that dared to dream, that dared to think that our little country could be a proud, independent nation. Well, that same spirit once again stalks this land, whispering to the young and old alike that things can be better. And so the Progressive Young Liberals have begun a process to bring forward bold new ideas that will take our country to its highest heights. Our ideas will focus on the majority, unlike those of the current administration, whose narrow focus on the elite has left so many workers, so many ordinary Bahamians angry and frustrated, feeling hopeless and helpless. The changes we propose will be progressive, changes that speak to those who are disillusioned and turned off by politics. And our proposals will be liberal, focused on help for the many, not the few. We will not flinch from being radical. We will force our own party to have the tough conversations. We will be the instigators of change in the PLP. My PLP family, my fellow Bahamians, it is past time for talking. Now is the time for doing. Complaining about minutes this or the F&M that is not going to win hearts and minds. When that bell rings, Bahamians are not going to gamble with their futures again. So we need to be ready to tell Bahamians what we are going to do and how we are going to do it. We must present a compelling vision, policies that bring that vision to life, and a solid plan of governance from day one. That is how we will earn their trust. This is how we will win their confidence. The progressive young liberals will focus on individual empowerment and economic opportunity. As I meet young people from across the nation, the one common thread is the desire to break down economic barriers that deny us access to opportunity, wealth, and prosperity. This will be PYL's mission. On the convention floor come May, PYL will articulate ideas that will lay the progressive foundation on which the future of our party can be built. The old ways of doing things no longer work. We as a party and as a people must now embrace serious, real, and profound change. PYL will be louder than ever. We will be an ever-present force shaping the future of our party and our country. And so, as our party's youth leader, I say to our party leaders, we cannot fall into the errors of the past. PYL will not let us fall into the errors of the past. I will not let us fall into the errors of the past. We must seize this opportunity, seize this moment. We must reclaim our country. And in this battle, young PLPs will not just be led, we intend to be the leaders. So to every PLP, every Bahamian, every young person listening tonight, I call on you to join us as we transform the Bahamas as we know it. Young people are not just the future. We are the here and now. PLP! PLP! PLP!
Hold on. Listen, man.